This just in, you are looking at obviously a very disturbing live shot there. That is the World Trade Center, and we have unconfirmed reports this morning that a plane has crashed into one of the towers.
Another one just hit the building. Wow.
There are no words.
It appears that something hit the Pentagon on the outside of the 5th corridor.
We have a report now that a large plane crashed this morning north of the Somerset County Airport, which is in western Pennsylvania.
It all started at 8:45 on a clear Tuesday morning. We had a live camera up on what looked like a smoking slash across one of the World Trade Center towers. A passenger.
This is one of the most memorable shots from that day. This is Aaron Brown on the roof of CNN's old bureau in Midtown Manhattan. Everyone has a 9/11 story. Analyst CNN on me and so many air.
And I'll tell you that I can't see that second tower, and we see this, you can see
And he was never even supposed
to. Huge. There has just been a huge explosion. We can see a billowing smoke rising, and I'll tell you that I can't see that second tower, and we see this extraordinarily and frightening scene behind us of this second tower, now just encased in smoke. What is behind it, I cannot tell you.
Was what had never
more.
Pentagon has been evacuated. There is a large fire at the Pentagon. The Pentagon has been evacuated. And there's, you can see, perhaps the second tower, the front tower, the top portion of which is collapsing. Good Lord. There are no words.
Hey, what's up, guys? So 1 year ago, I was, getting, ready for YouTube and all that, and had 50, maybe even 40 something subscribers, and posted a video. It was rest in peace, those who died on 9/11, 2001. Now, here I am, September 11th, 2019. It's just terrible. And that's coming from a person who wasn't even alive at that moment. I didn't even, I wasn't there to witness it or nothing. Like, I could not imagine what those people and those families had to go through. But today is pretty much a memorial video, if you even want to call it that. But I got something here. Alright. Let me just pull it up here, guys. Alright. So I'm just gonna read something here. If you guys, are not familiar with 9/11, it would surprise me if you're not, but, everybody, is their own way, and everybody has different knowledge of stuff. I don't even know, basic stuff about, modern day music. But anyways, back to the point. Today, 18 years ago, the United States of America went through the worst terrorist attack ever to date. 343 firefighters, 60 police officers, and 8 paramedics or AMTs, and 2,606 civilians were killed, all before 10:30 a.m. 9/11, 2001. 8:46 a.m. Flight 11 struck the North Tower. 9:03 Flight 175 struck the South Tower. 9:06 a.m. FAA issues Tier 1 ground stop. 9:26 a.m. FAA issues national ground stop. 9:37. Flight 77 struck the Pentagon, which is where pretty much it's the home of all emergency services. 9:45 a.m. FAA closed U.S. airspace. 9:59 a.m. The South Tower collapses. 10:03 a.m. Flight 93 crashes in Pennsylvania in an open field, leaving a black crater. And people believe that Flight 93 was going to go right into either the White House or it was going to go into the I forget the name of it. Anyways, 10:28 a.m. the North Tower collapses. The world stood still. The attacks of September 11th, 2001 will never be forgotten. And, what's most significant to me in remembering 9/11 is the civil servants who lost their lives for no reason other than they were trying to help others. No one life is more or less important, but when examining the toll of the destruction that day, I can't help but be more saddened at this one aspect of it. Firefighters and police do what our movie-based superheroes do. They run towards danger when everyone else is rightfully running away. All of the deaths were senseless that day. Most died for no other than being American or simply being in this country at the wrong place, wrong time. But there were also 412 men and women who had no reason to be there other than to assist people in need. Firefighters, rescue crews, ambulance personnel, and police all went into danger because their fellow citizens needed them. When the buildings came crumbling down, they died. So what did the rest of the nearby responders do? They ran to the scene just like their lost brothers and sisters did. Over the course of the next 10 years, many who were there and survived that day developed lung diseases and cancer. And now they too have died. Sorry guys, that's kind of emotional, thinking about it. Everybody was affected by this. There's something special that makes up the soul of a first responder. When there's a tragedy, no matter how big, they simply must go. They feel obligated to help. They feel destined to be a part of the solution. Superman and Captain America are fun to watch, but if you want to connect to a true hero, just wave. Simply wave to the next first responder you drive by on the streets. I'm pretty sure they would appreciate it. Alrighty, now guys, may we have a moment of silence who have lost their lives.